This is as real as it gets, guys. This is just a mental collapse. It could happen to anyone. We've all heard that saying, you know, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Something like that. Something like that. We all reach a point where our mental capacity's been reached. And this is exactly what this episode of Needy Girl Overdose has done. It has shown the mental collapse of a very loved streamer named KAngel, aka OMG Kawaii Angel, Ami-chan. Ami-chan is like this right here. This is Ami-chan. If you set the persona aside, that's who she is Ami-chan. It's another civilian. And let me tell you something. Man. This is very obviously, an anime. Let's just get the elephant out of the room. This is just an anime. And I don't want to bring these, and I don't want to manifest any ill will or manifest this into reality. But this could very well be something that someone out there right now is going through. They're going through a mental collapse. Their entire past is hitting them yet again. And I shit you not, guys. I've been there. Your mentality, no matter how strong you think you are, how powerful you think you're Superman, you think you're in the top of the world. Once like your shield cracks, the smallest thing will get in and it'll spread like a virus, and your mentality just goes boom. It just drops. No, it could happen. I don't want for it to happen, but we're just at the end of the day just humans, and that's what this episode was about as well. It was just like, yeah, we're just like Kawaii Angel. Oh yeah, you're an angel, huh? No, you're not. Look at you. You're taking a shit. Oh, so you know what I'm saying? They brought her. She was like Lucifer, right? Thrust into the earth, made to be humble. So that's what this episode really represented to me, was just KAngel crashing out. And yeah, and this shit got really weird as fuck. Like, I can't lie, this shit got weird. Then her trial, and then she crashes out again. And it's just weird as hell because it's like complaining about, for example, celebrities, right? It's like one celebrity complaining that another celebrity made $80 million, right? Meanwhile, they only made $70 million off a movie or some shit, and then they crash out like KAngel. That's what makes it very difficult. When you have like these mental crash outs, even at the top, people are not gonna sympathize with you because you're ultra rich, you're living a comfortable life, you got money, you got food, you can have your own gym, things like this. You have all the fame, all the glory, you got movies out there, got podcasts, you got collabs. So people are not gonna necessarily sympathize with you. You might have fans. You may have fans, but it's not like they're gonna be there for you at the dark times. And that's the thing that people gotta realize, is that once you reach the top is very lonely. Not in the classical way lonely. You know what I'm saying? Not in the classical way lonely. There's a tears to it. But at the same time, that's what's very confusing to a lot of us. Us who are not famous. You wonder exactly why they don't lean on the positivity, and that's what exactly the answer that you need to do. That's exactly what you need to do. You have to look at the positive. Yeah, you're going through bullshit. You have a so-called downfall. You have to focus on the positive. You got money. You need to focus on the money, the family, the food, all this. You gotta look at the positive and be like, damn, yeah, I'm suffering, but what do I have that others do not have at the moment? So yeah, they really humanized the fuck out of KAngel, because the past 10 or so episodes, it was all about KAngel lecturing us. She was the one lecturing us. She's the one that had all the answers. But then once she got dethroned as the number one, now she's number two. It's like, bro, number two? Come on, man. I get it. You're ultra competitive. But if you're actually competitive, you wouldn't necessarily break down like this. You would just work harder. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to be like KAngel over here. You know what I'm saying? I might have, I might just crash out too. No, I'm kidding. I don't got money. I'm not famous, so whatever. If I crash out, I don't got nothing of that. So this episode was Insanity, by Prim KR. This was not a pleasant watch to sit through. Isolation of one's mind and oneself really leads to them to the most miserable, pitiful corner of paranoia, where you hope, but you just, what the fuck is that? Okay, let's skip that comment. Okay, let's see what else this person says right here by Lucio54. This was wild and really hard to watch. Holy shit. This was like an explanation of why people self-delete the episode. Not really. I didn't really see it as an episode of why you should self-delete. I didn't get any of that vibe. Only because you know, while KAngel had a rough past, I just feel like she's gonna like crash out and then bounce back to reality and be like, oh shit, I'm famous and whatnot. You know, the anime is just exaggerating paranoia in of itself, in my opinion. Let's see. This is from Leo Taku. This episode gave me a weird and uncomfortable feeling I have never felt before. It's a chaotic and uncomfortable mess of an episode. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Now we'll skip Nate this time. Let's try to give other people a chance here. What's on the screen? Oh, that's a shoe. Where did my video go? What the heck just happened? There we go. Okay, so let's do from Adrian for the win 99. Holy shit, he's got a wall of text here. We'll read one paragraph here. Okay, let's see. My favorite part of the episode, the public opinion trial court scene, was the highlight for me and the most normal part of this episode. Trying to make amends with all the fans who turned on you is impossible. You can't respond to all the shit talk you get after getting canceled on the internet. No one is really on your side at that moment. And after she gets the guilty verdict and you start acting insane, they won't stop and you'll hurt yourself even more. Also, cosmetic fucking judge. Impartial my fucking ass. Reddit moderator moment with what that bitch on stand. Yeah, the judge really was not really being unbiased. Yeah, no, great take by Andre for the 199. Yeah, that was a good take. Okay, so we'll move on here. See what else. I just pick random ass comments. Like, what the fuck is this? From In Smith. What is this picture here, man? Let's just read what they gotta say. The most transgressive episode of the season. I love the editing version of the OP. Yeah, the OP was like, bro, they had to put a warning there, bro. Like, you might get a seizure from that shit. I don't know if they're gonna get in trouble for that or what. Like, usually when you have like a lot of flashing lights like that and like shit just going everywhere, gotta have like a warning, a seizure warning. The intro evokes Martin Sheen's real life breakdown as Captain Willard, an iconic intro scene to Apocalypse Now. Apocalypse Now is a retelling of Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness, and this scene shows Ame's descent into her own Heart of Darkness, a derivative scene taken from the derivative movie. But that's part of the commentary of the derivative nature of media, which naturally leads to the episode title, Canon of Three Violins. This played in the most every episode. Congratulations if you recognize it from Neo Genesis Evangelion, but that's just scraping the surface. NEG itself and its use of the canon is derivative. The canon's chord structure has become one, if not the most derivative sound of popular music. referencing the original title as episode title meant they're going back to the origins of KAngel. Interesting. Yeah, the canon of three violinists con Boso si Kigu. I don't know what the fuck that is. Okay, so let's keep scrolling. I like these visuals. When people post visuals and shit, I really like it because it adds more to the to my video. What the fuck is this shit? Cursed. Like, how did they do that? How do people like fuck up the forums? Okay. So total madness and even body horror. Toilet scene is just fucking crazy. I understand Ame is going crazy over her defeat. Well, it was expected. Also, some more dark moments in her past. Okay, so this is from Socio. I mean, whatever the fuck this is. Scallop. Oh man, it's tiring. These usernames are tiring. Let's go to page 2. We don't want to neglect people who just watched this. Ooh, shit. All right, let's read from this dude. Lean Bow. I'm telling you guys, I just randomly pick people. Oh man, this is just tiring. The authors snorted a little too much whatever they were snorting before. Then with the expression of, okay, what do we have today? Looked at the script and was like, oh my god, the heroine is depressed after being second for the first time. Now it's my star time. Gonna make it expressive. And then they proceeded with all the puke, the piss, porn, ugly bugs, and other disgusting stuff. And all that took the length of the entire episode. Meanwhile, I hear my inner Doro Hidro voice at the end of the episode. What have we found out from this episode? Anime girl is a little sad. What we find out from the next episode, still a mystery. I love the irony. I love the sarcasm. It just goes to show that no matter what you do in anime, bro, everyone's gonna interpret it extremely different. They really are gonna just, everyone has a different, and that's what the beauty of it. That's the beauty of animes. That's the beauty of art. That's the beauty of everything. Good fucking feedback there, man. I'm telling you, man, I randomly choose people. Sometimes the comments are bangers. Sometimes they're just like average, whatever. It's okay. Okay. From Kuro Effect, and now we add rape in the anime for the shock value. This anime hits a new time low of all time. There you go. There you go. There you have it. What else do you want? Like, people can never be satisfied. And I think that's what this anime needed your Overdose fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Alright, so let's see. From Phantom, the Phantom Fandom. Oh, we've heard from him before. He goes, can't believe the uncensored version is released today. Still, I don't think it's explicit enough to be censored in the first place. I'm not gonna go look for that episode. I don't know what else to. Why I would want to see that uncensored. Like, there's not much there to see, like he said. Okay, a week late on my review, but I think this is one of the stronger episodes from the anime. On the rough. Okay, let's just skip to the last paragraph here. Get to the meat. Is it odd to say the episode ending made me feel hopeful? I couldn't help, bro. This is so great because everyone, like I said, just interprets things differently. Okay, so let's go to the end of the episode here. Oh, I don't want to show this. Yeah, they really went a little explicit here. Let's see, come on, skip. Thank God. Let me see. What is this? I don't remember this shit. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Anyways. Okay, so I couldn't help but sitting there watching the ending song. It really felt hope. Oh, the ending song. This is from Wolf Kitty 42. Okay. I really felt hope. It's only that the ending didn't feel concerning or sad. I felt my heart twist at those last shots of KAngel smiling and laughing. I finished this episode feeling truly hopeful. It feels like we've seen Ame at her worst, delved into the horrifying pits of her rotting soul, and now there are two women walking to her door to help her. Ame is witnessing it's herself in its fullest, and I left the episode feeling hopeful that she would gain strength from that to recover with the woman who undeniably consider her a friend. Maybe it's just that the place you get to sometimes where your mind feels so dark and alone, And I felt hopeful because I know Ame can pick herself up and move forward again. And I think I know that because I've done it. I just really love this episode because it felt like a beautiful depiction of making your way through a mental spiral. It is horrible. It is painful. And then the world keeps turning and you are still there. Beautiful fucking Wolf Kitty. Who the fuck are you, Wolf Kitty? That was a great fucking breakdown. Okay, so that thing that wraps it up. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. That just summarizes everything.